Vatsyayan and Chanakya, they are both talking of Artha and Kam respectively within the framework of the three Purusharthas. There is no doubt. See, it's there. Because they cannot do it singly. They are doing it. But in the Indian tradition, a Shastra is written for a particular application. You see, today we are reading Shastras as a total body of texts, and then we are saying that what do they represent? They all represent Hinduism. Now, this was not the case. These are practical books. Shastra is for application. There is, of course, a general framework of what is dharma, what is adharma, what is purushartha, and you will try to understand them by reading not just one shastra, but by all the shastras. So, ideally in classical India, the person who read various shastras, not just one shastra, he was considered learned. He was a dhurandhara. Dhurandhar means one who has the dhuri, and his dhuri was on wheels or many wheels. So many shastras. He had a comprehensive understanding. Now that is the general approach, but a particular shastra is for application in a given area. So Dharma Shastra is about what is your conduct from beginning of your life, that is from your birth till your death. So all that achar, all that conduct will be dharma. And that will not be moksha, by the way. Because if you want to understand moksha, then you will have to read the text for moksha. You will have to read the text of Brahma Gyan, or you would have to read the text of Tantra, or the text of the Buddhist or the Jain tradition of philosophy. In order to do a particular area of activity in life, you read the relevant Shastra. Here they are talking about statecraft. Arthashastra is about how to manage a kingdom. And therefore, Arthashastra is not just the tricks that the king will play in order to entice the enemy, in order to trick the enemy. No, Arthashastra is also about what will be the taxation, what will be the bureaucracy, what would be the rate of taxation, what would be the approach of the king to the people. All that is part of Arthashastra. It's not just dirty tricks. She is picking up on dirty tricks department and saying this is against Dharma. As I explained to you that this is her construction.
How is it related to Arthashastra and Kamasastra?
Because she believes that Arthashastra and Kamashastras were written by scientific people, materialist people, and they believed not in the authority of Manu or Dharma, which is based on concepts like Ishvara or Punarjanma. They were materialists. They were people who just say go and grab, and they only paid lip service to Dharma. And they were the real scientific materialist people. And the materialist people are the important people in India today, and the government today is oppressing them. This is her thesis. Whether it is right or wrong, that's for you to decide. But this is the relationship she makes. To my mind, it's a totally, as I told you, a fictitious relationship.